Hello, my friends. SAmaryllis here to play a game called A Normal Lost Phone. Last time, we just finished up with the text from Tio, and there's a lot more text going forward, and especially ones from Melissa. Oof, it doesn't look like they left on a good note, but let's go ahead and read some of the other ones. So Hugo board game. Wait, okay, so there's Hugo board games, and then there's Uncle Hugo. So it's two different people, and I might have gotten confused in the previous texts. Hugo looks like kind of an important person who has something to sign. Hugo's trying to get Sam to come for board games, but Sam doesn't want to go. So let's see. Okay, well, Hugo's making a prototype. So maybe Hugo's not famous and hasn't made it yet, but is kind of joking around about signing it for Sam. So they have a prototype of a board game, and they want Sam to come in and help play test it. But Sam hasn't been going to board games in a while, so I don't think Sam will want to go. Hugo has a brother. And Alice sounds like Alice is still going to board games, even though Samuel isn't anymore. Alice. Okay, so maybe Alice and Hugo are dating or something now. But we don't really know what it is that Alice hasn't said. Unless it's just to say that Hugo has a prototype that's ready for testing, but I'm not really sure. Yeah, Alice said that Sam's not going to come. Hugo really wants Sam to come to board games. Okay, yeah. I've done board game prototype testing once. It was someone from work brought in a whole bunch that he'd been creating. I'm not really the biggest board game person. I got into it pretty late. I pretty much only started playing once I started working at my latest job, just because there were a lot of board games at work. It was an interesting experience, definitely, to see something that wasn't quite done yet, and try to figure out the rules. So Rachel from school. There has been some conflicts. Oof! Do you only talk to me when you need something? That's pretty bold of Sam to say. They are in math class together. Melrin. Okay, so Melrin is a person. Melrin's not a city. But Melrin usually uses, like, their zip code as the Wi-Fi password. Melrin. Oh no, not Melissa. Not Melrin, it's Melissa. So Melissa's grandfather died, and so Melissa's at her grandma's. And Melissa and Rachel know each other. Rachel's apologizing for her latest messages, but like I don't think there's anything too forward. I mean, it's just asking for a Wi-Fi password, math notes, and contacting Melissa. But I don't know. To me, that doesn't sound like too much. Let's keep going. Kind of don't want to read Melissa's because there's so many messages. I kind of want to finish up with the other ones first. Yeah, all the rest of these are much shorter, so we'll save Melissa for last, I guess. So here's Catherine Meredith saxophone, so another one of the orchestra or band people. Okay, they don't text that much. They just said get food. They also didn't say, here, I can click that to go all the way to the bottom. Thank you. Thank you, devs, for putting that in. Camilla, board games. Okay, they're not that close either. Didn't say happy birthday and also didn't ask where Sam's been. Don't know who Nico is. Nico from school or Nico from board games. Don't know. There's Anne from board games. Alice. Alice is potentially has a crush on Thomas. Thomas is a new person, I'm assuming also from board games. But Anne board games. Okay, it doesn't sound like they're very close. Max cello. He's just a cello. Okay, so there is orchestra. Nogard, the TV chef. No, the director. Music theory. I guess you could learn music theory in high school. I know mine had a music theory class, but it was only one class, and like I don't think that many people took it. It was the choir director taught that one. So Mr. Kaplan sounds like is the music theory teacher, and Peter Nogard is pretty famous orchestra director. Potentially scouting out Sam for maybe like a school or college or something. Okay. Lola board games. Ooh. Okay, so this is the argument. Lola is saying that Sam is a monster and that Lola doesn't want to see Sam in the board game club ever again. They sounded like they were fine. They were talking about board games, talking about Sam's cakes. And then now Lola is threatening Sam. Sam could have done something bad, I don't know. Lulu. Oh, the book festival is not real. I thought it might not be. I feel like the new book club might actually not be a book club. It's a cover for something else. So they went to that. Samuel lied to his mom. Okay, big intro text. So there's Harry, who has Sam's number. That event on Saturday, which is the book club festival, which is not the book club, is with people they don't really know. But this also isn't going to work because Sam's parents don't know where they're going. They think they're going to a book club festival, so Lulu can't really rely on them either. Okay, again, I'm extrapolating, but I'm guessing that it's like a pride festival or something, especially since the Lulu book club has like all of these rainbow stripes in their profile photo. It kind of makes it seem like it's something they're really trying to explore for themselves. And if it's something that Sam can't tell his parents about, that makes me more convinced that it's a pride festival that they're trying to go to. So no more text from Lulu. Helen's school. Okay, so Helen knows Melissa. Something bad happened to Helen and Sam talked. Helen's going through something. Okay, so maybe Helen got assaulted and Helen's looking for help, but doesn't want to talk to Melissa about it. Okay, yeah, it does sound like it's like a sexual assault happens because Helen's saying that like Helen's getting victim blamed essentially. Yeah, tried to touch her. Helen was drunk. Scared. Oh, okay, someone was in the restroom with Helen. Oh boy. Okay, so maybe Helen and this guy went on a date, or we're at a party or something. Okay, so definitely they had a fight, but Sam is just trying to look out for Helen. And Helen understands, but is really scared. Sebastian. Sebastian's the name of the guy. Okay, so they were at a party. It wasn't a date, it was a party. And then Sebastian and Helen both got drunk. Sebastian started making advances on Helen. Helen didn't want that, but then Sebastian went forward with it anyway. Okay. So there's something going on with Helen and Sebastian. I don't know who Sebastian is. I wonder if Melissa and Sebastian know each other, because Helen seemed really scared about like Melissa thinking badly of her. So I'm not really sure about that. Then let's see, what else is there? Harry Book Club. Yeah, it was definitely not a book festival. So Harry's in on it as well. Harry and Lulu. Sounds like it went well. Or at least there was no incident and that they went home fine. Okay, well, there's Sebastian. I'm going to read Warren and Hooley's first because they're very short, but Sebastian's the one who did something to Helen. So Warren, okay, it's just some person. It says, say hi to your parents for me. Oh, faster. I don't know what achievement that is, but maybe it's clicking the go straight to the bottom buttons a certain amount of times. Okay, so Hooley says the same thing. Not too much different there. Mrs. Dubois. Vlad and Mrs. Dubois wish them a Happy New Year. See you next June. Okay. Vlad doesn't play the harp, but really likes it. There's a photographer at the last concert. Okay, so I don't know who Mrs. Dubois is, but it might be another neighbor. But Mrs. Dubois, I'm guessing husband, could be husband or perhaps a son, really liked or really likes harps and wants to hear what to play. And then there's okay, so there's Imad. Okay, let's read Imad's, then Alice's, and then we'll read Sebastian's text, and then we'll go into the big one with Melissa. So let's do Imad's school. Look, cute little snail. Was Imad in like the group project with Okay, I'm getting confused between Melrin. Like, is Melrin... Oh, you know what? Melrin might be a school. Maybe that's what it is. Because they talk about the Wi-Fi password for Melrin and how it's just like the zip code that Melrin is in. So maybe Melrin's a school? I thought it was maybe a person or maybe a location, but maybe it's a school. So maybe they are in college. I don't know. In high school, I did not do study abroad programs, so maybe this is a better school than that. But I only studied abroad when I was in college, so I don't know how old Sam is. I mean, it sounds like he just turned 18, so I don't think he would be in college yet. I think this is just high school, but who knows? Imad. Okay, okay, they're in high school for sure. Because like there was a talk about universities and colleges, and I think Imad's just saying like studying abroad in college would be really cool. Um, so Imad likes biology. Museum is going in 2 weeks. Okay, I think Ahmad was the one who was in a group project with Sam, but I can't remember what text it was in. Was it with wasn't Fabrina, I don't think, right? Was it Noah when they were talking about group projects? No, Noah was about video games. Was it BB? I think it was BB. Okay, yeah, so I remembered correctly. So BB was talking with Sam about Imad, and Imad, I'm guessing they were in biology class together for the science project, and that's okay. Sujin and Nina are not in Sam's phone though, just Imad is, at least from what I've seen. Okay, so let's finish up the narrative with Sebastian and Helen. Okay, so Sebastian does not like Sam. Ooh, there is some language in here. So Sebastian, it does sound like that Melissa and Helen were able to reconcile or at least talk to each other, so that's good. So Sebastian is not happy with Sam, probably because he took Helen's side. Okay, so there's a lot of anger here about Helen not wanting to be with Sebastian, and then Sebastian is being a jerk about it. So Sebastian is, when they want. Okay. So Sebastian's trying to use Melissa as like a victim blaming kind of scenario. Wow, Sebastian is really onto it. Yep. Oh my God, Sebastian is like so much right now. I wonder if, it doesn't sound like Sebastian and Sam are close, but I feel like people wouldn't, I wouldn't continue to engage with someone who's this angry if I weren't their friend. Okay, so the party that happened was around Christmas, and Sam didn't go because Sam went to the book club, which I'm still thinking is a cover for something else. And then that's the Christmas party is when Sebastian and Helen, the whole thing went down. Okay, so let's see here. Well, I'm glad at least that Helen and Melissa, or rather Helen got the confidence to talk to Melissa about what happened, because I think she really does need the support. So I'm glad that happened. And then, okay, so we have Alice and we have Melissa left. Alice is okay, so Alice and Sam are like best friends. Alice is not replying to Sam, so maybe there's something going on. I don't know if maybe Lola talked to Alice and now they're both shunning Sebastian, or not Sebastian, I keep trying to say Sebastian. Both shunning Sam. Well, Alice hasn't replied for a long time. So like Christmas, New Year, birthday, board games. They haven't talked in a long time, it sounds like. Photo from Tonio. Can't download this, it's just a picture. Okay, so this happened after Lola basically banned um, Sam from going to board games. And Alice, who sounds like is Sam's board game buddy, uh, is still going to go to board games, but doesn't understand why Sam has stopped going. Yeah, there's a fight. Oh, Alice says that she thought Sam was more into guys. Okay, so Samuel is probably bi because he says, I think I like both, but he doesn't know yet, so that might not be the case. I think this is about Thomas, because Anne was texting previously saying like, "Oh, Alice has a crush on Thomas." Um, okay, so that's what's going on with there. Okay, don't like Anne, because Anne was trying to cause some commotion here. Anne and Lola, it sounds like, had a blow up at the board game thing. Okay. So, the only one we have left is Melissa's, and there's 119 messages, so I'm a little scared to start it. Okay, I just wanted to check if, ooh, Wi-Fi, Xbox. Okay, so I don't know what Melrun's zip code is. I know they've given several hints about the Wi-Fi for Melrun, so I only have the text for now. Okay, well, no time like the present, right? So let's just open the message from Melissa. Okay, so they had a really big fight. It sounds like Melissa doesn't want to ever hear from Sam, says Sam is really toxic. Melissa still really likes Sam, but I guess Sam wanted to break up with her. Sam's really sorry, deserves better than Sam. So Sam still likes Melissa as a person, but I think just maybe not romantically. Holiday. Okay, so the holiday is kind of that's when the book festival happened. Like it was near Christmas. So something made Sam really finalize his decision to break up with Melissa, and he like doesn't even want to talk to Melissa about it, like in person or anything, which is not a good way to break up with someone, especially if you still care as much about them as Sam does. Sam's in a different point in time with Melissa. They don't want things anymore. It sounds like Melissa and Sam have been together for a while. Wow, breakup via text. Oh, here's some outfits. What a way to break up with someone. And also, like, Melissa was clearly so looking forward to it. Like, she got this whole little ensemble for New Year's. Yeah. This is okay. This is pretty sudden. So, Sam, just like the day before New Year's, said, like, I was thinking about you this whole week. Can't wait for tomorrow. And then all of a sudden just was like, I'm not coming. We're breaking up. So I can understand why Melissa is not happy about this. This is not a good way to treat someone you like or are dating. And if you want to break up with them, this is not the way to do it. Might be a little jealous of Alice. Big gummy bear, that's cute. They said Merry Christmas. Melissa's at the airport. Okay. So at least Helen and Melissa talked. At the airport. So maybe Melissa was going on like a holiday trip or something, because it sounds like Sam and Melissa lived close enough that he could take a shower and then go see her. Something happened. Negative. Okay, maybe she got rejected from a college she wanted. Okay, so they're talking about Helen. Did you tell her about you know what? Okay, so I don't really know what the secret is, but it's something about Melissa, Helen, and Sam. Yeah, okay, so they did talk about Sebastian, so that's good. There's photos, I think, to his grandma about him at the concert playing the harp. Okay, so his grandma's not doing well. She can't really get out anymore. Sam's dad ate 3 whole slices of cakes from Melissa. That's incredible. Your locker's password. Geez, Melissa's definitely very insecure about Alice. I don't know if this is a hint. I'm gonna write down these hints. So like Melrose is, or Melrose, what's the name of their school? Mellors? That one is the zip. And then for locker, it's Melissa's birthday. With the month and then the day. Month, day. I don't know when Melissa's birthday is, but I wrote that down just to keep in mind in case we need it. I don't know if we'll need it because I only have their phone. I don't have like his locker or anything, but we'll see. My high school did not allow people to change the combination. They were just set on each locker, so they were in school together. Ooh, Melissa cosplays. Tio makes Melissa uncomfortable. I didn't get that vibe with Tio's text with Sam, but who knows? There's a movie they were looking for. Okay, yeah, Melissa's definitely very jealous of Alice. And I still don't think they've met. That makes it even more strange that Alice is just not responding to Sam's text anymore. Thomas and Martin. Okay, yeah, the board game crew. Melissa's grandma or grandfather died? Yeah, her grandfather died. And she was at her grandma's house. Melrin. That's the name of whatever it is. Rachel. Okay, still don't know what relationship is between Rachel and Melissa, but yeah, this is referencing the same text that I saw before. Okay, so December 23rd was the admission, and Melissa didn't get it. Okay, Melissa wanted to go to vet school. But Melissa's good at drawing. Okay, yeah, I was gonna say this is the photo that they had, or that's his contact photo at least of Melissa. Ooh, okay, that wasn't so bad. But okay, so we've read all the texts and we'll have to decide what we want to do going forward. There's email, there's weather, there's other stuff here, but we'll have to get to that next time. Thank you for watching. This has been SAmaryllis playing A Normal Lost Phone, and we'll have to see what to do afterwards. I hope you have a great day. Remember to be kind to yourself and to others. Bye-bye.